Hello YouTubes. Guess where I am? Dun, dun, dun. I'm in the dance hall practicing. But knackered. Take another wee break. Finally went and got my prescription for my Ventolin so I can breathe better when I'm practicing and walking about in cold air. Woo woo. I was up in London yesterday. I didn't really record that because you know you've seen that quite a lot. You see me going up and down to London and trains and stuff. Yesterday was such a fun journey. I had 5 changes. 5. Normally I have 3 at the most. Yep, 5 changes. But it'll be fine. Good practice session yesterday. I kind of went all out yesterday because I've been gradually, as you know, been practicing and stuff, and I've had more time to practice and I've had more time in the hall to practice. So full tilt at that, and my good gravy. My legs just could not stick it yesterday. I think they gave in by about sort of 4 o'clock yesterday. They just could not take anymore. I sort of kept doing bits. Obviously I was still shuffling away, and then I had to stop at 4:30 so I could stretch and then run and get the train and all that kind of jazz. But the trains were all screwed yesterday, so that's why I had to get a train at 5 instead of 5:30, which I normally get. But yes, it was full tilt yesterday. But my dances are getting better, my heavy dances anyway. Today I'm practicing my lights, and I'm really aware of my extension and my point being, you know, not as high in my toes as I want to be, but I will get there. I'm just gonna have to stop walking around on my toes at work. See if anybody notices. I'm just gonna have to start doing it because, well, I need to try and get everything strong enough to hold me up there all the time when I'm dancing, because you can see when I'm up and then I dip and dip and dip, and that is just not the way forward. But anyway, I just thought I'd come and say hello, and I hope you're having a great start, finish, and middle to your week whenever you see this. I'm gonna get back and do some more practice. Maybe I'll show you a wee bit of my softs, because I don't really show you my lights very often. Be warned, I'm still putting together steps. So anytime you see me dancing, it's generally, I'm still learning a lot. I think maybe in the last few weeks before Worlds, you probably see a big difference, but at the minute it's still a bit nah. So yeah, there's that. My skin's all gone to grey. I'm getting spots here. And I've been sent masks to try to help remedy this. You think I'd just go away on and use them? Oh, maybe I'll do that tomorrow. But yeah. Oh, I got contacted by a local group of people. No, not the local, but they organise the events and foodie pop-ups and all this kind of jazz. Remember I was supposed to go to one on Thursday? The people who were organising that got in touch with me directly and sort of said, oh, we'd love to do some more with you. We've seen in your blog you're doing X, Y, and Z, and we want to do more videos and blah, 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 you know, wanting to work with me and do stuff. So I'm meeting one of them for lunch on Wednesday. Whoop, whoop. But that would be something for them. Anyway, I'm going to go on and I will catch up with you very soon. Something else I was going to mention. David Bowie died today. Very sad. I wasn't a massive Bowie fan, like I wasn't a fanatic. I don't think I'm fanatical about anybody in that regard. But yeah, it's sad. I feel very sad about it because he was such a creative person and he very much did what he wanted to do, regardless of what people thought or anything else. Because you think of when he first came out and he was very different to anything else that was about, and he's been like that ever since, really. Very much got on and done his thing and was a gent about it. So yeah, the world has lost somebody wonderful today, but at least he's out of pain. He had cancer and everything else, and he'd been fighting it for 18 months. So, you know, there's that side too. But yeah, so today on Monday, the 11th, yeah, the 11th of January, David Bowie died, 2016. Sad times. I'm going to celebrate by being my own version of creative and go and get on my dancing. By celebrate, I mean celebrate him, not celebrate that he's dead. Okay, I'm going to go before I talk more shit. Okie dokie. feeling it like it's bubbly hot. Well, you can't see the bubbly bit. Just on my way to work. Have a cup of tea, have gloves attached because it's got pretty chilly recently and there's a wind that would cut through you. It's awful. So I'm going to do the vlogging now while I have my hands out and maybe come back later on and show you Simon and he can say hello. We had a fun plan, so I'm trying to do that. There's such a thick layer of frost and everything. Anyway, I'm going to go and maybe show you some of the frost and the freezing coldness. Yeah? You excited about the freezing coldness? Really not. Look at the cars. No, you can't see my breath. I'm gonna go catch up with you. Good morning, YouTube. What day is it today? Tuesday?
Tuesday.
And the husband is getting ready to go to work.
Cold.
Yeah, you said it.
I am, yes, kick ass.
Your what city? What was that? Good morning. Okay, gonna look at stuff. Just in the process of uploading video. I'm gonna go without makeup today. We get some funny looks, but I have to do makeup thing later, so I'm gonna go without makeup today. My skin's not looking the best. Oh well.
You can use face paint if you don't want to use makeup.
Thanks, sweetie.
It's easy to wash off.
No, it's not.
Face paint's on.
Yes, I'm gonna go and finish doing this and get ready for work. So, just on my way out to work, I thought I'd give you a quick rundown of what happened over the weekend. So, Saturday, the boys arrived down on Friday night. Let's start there. So the boys arrived down on Friday night. It was supposed to be a bit of a surprise for Simon. Sadly, he kind of ruined it slightly because the boys managed to sneak into the pub as he stepped outside for a cigarette. And we were all sitting around waiting for him to come back in. And he stupidly went around to one of the other windows at the back of the pub and looked in and seen the boys. So when he did come round and come into the pub, it was less of a surprise, but you know, it's fine. It was good anyway. It was nice to see them down. On Saturday morning, so we stayed up drinking and playing games till about 4 in the morning. And then on Saturday morning, we went to High Sports, where we just sat, not that, but we went wall climbing. And yeah, it was really good fun. It was so nice to get climbing again. We ended up starting on one of the tougher walls because there was loads of children in at the same time and they were on the easy walls, so it was fine for me and Simon. And Darren, he was really good at it too. Martin and Aaron not so much, but I think they had fun. Something a bit different. So did that for a good hour or so and then came back to Brighton and we all just chilled out for the afternoon and Simon dropped the car back and stuff. And then in the evening we went to Fish Liquor for food and my brother and his wife and wee girl joined us. And that was nice fun for a while. Hang on, I don't think I have any footage of that. In fact I know I don't have any footage of that, but it was good food. It was nice strolling along the seafront, although it was freezing, really, really cold. Then after that we went to play one of these mystery room games, and it was a wee bit of a letdown. It wasn't as good as the one we went to, the Lady Chastity's Reserve. It was really good. And this other one was the Mad Scientist Laboratory. Maybe it was a bit too hard, but there was no direction and not really anything given away to start you off, you know, to get that initial bit of momentum. Generally if there's a clue or so, but there wasn't even that, so it was like, oh. And then we ended up finding the clues out of order and it was all out of whack, and he kept having to be like, you don't want to do that just now, and it's like, well, there's nothing to indicate. So there's nothing to tell us any kind of direction. So yeah, we were disappointed with that, but you know, at least we've tried it. And then we went for a few drinks, and because we've been up really late the night before, we stayed for drinks until about 11 o'clock. And then they ended up getting a few beers and stuff and going back to the house, and we ended up playing games again until about 3 or 4ish. So it was a bit of a late one on Saturday night too, and then the boys left really early on Sunday morning, and we basically spent Sunday vegetating, so taking it really easy. Didn't really get very much done about the house, which is a bit disappointing, so, but that's the way of it. And then yesterday I was off, which is quite nice. Got a bit of sleeping. Unfortunately I had a bit too much of sleeping. I set my alarm to get up at 7:30. My alarm didn't go off. I'd managed to set the alarm and turn the thing off, so that was a winner. Didn't get nearly as much done as I wanted to yesterday, which means this week's going to be busy again. Boo! But it'll be good to get back on top of things and get back into a routine again and habits and stuff. It also feels a bit weird when you people down for a couple of days. It's just getting back into it again and getting the decks cleared and stuff. But yeah, that's a quick catch up, and that was why there was no vlog on Sunday, because it was just recovering and it was just a mess and stuff. But right now it's freezing. I don't know if you can see, my hands are really cold. So I'm gonna go and get my glove on and warm up and get on to work, because I'm strolling at the minute and I really need to get, you know, at an inch. But yes, that is the crack for now. I might come back later on, might not. This vlog's a bit all over the shop. It's life, really. But yes, if I don't come back, I hope you've had a good time of it. And if I do come back, there'll be more. Okay, excellent. Glad we had this chat. Fantastic.